pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Moore will throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looking to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Auburn! Fit in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Scrambling away. Quickly to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Foster. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The play-action fake. Fires on the move. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. This time he's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This quarterback part of their running game. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just steamrolling the defense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Newton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cobb. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cobb.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making them think really quickly and make a decision.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Handoff from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, still looking. Unleashes one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big paws on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Got his man quickly. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Defense might bring the house here. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it to the right side. He'll try to take it back. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They beat him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Moore will throw. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hatch. And the try is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Smashes ahead. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They just keep firing. Got out of trouble and throws. To the end zone and is picked off.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Newton. He lets one fly deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Foster. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. where? Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. On target to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Newton. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. Auburn lines up quickly.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
On the move, he fires. Working on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game.